Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here on Forza Horizon 2 with another rally car build, and my vehicle today is, well, one of the most successful rally cars of all time. It is the Lancia Delta. Won 6 World Rally Championship Constructors Championship titles in a row, a record that even Sebastian Loeb Citroens couldn't beat. So, yeah, the Delta is, in real life, an incredibly successful rally car. But I'm going to see how it fares at my particular course, building the cars up to S1. Now, the rules for this series, the cars must be four-wheel drive. Well, the Lancia comes with that, so we have no need to worry about that. And we certainly have plenty of PI to play around with. We must have the Storm Island off-road tyres, which is going to jump the PI up a little bit. We must have the off-road gearbox for giving us some nice, sensible gear ratios on the track that we are going to run around, and the off-road suspension to kind of make the car survive the bumps and the jumps. And let's face it, the Delta should be able to survive. Admittedly, the bumps and the jumps are quite large. On our particular course, the Delta, it should be able to deal with them. The rest of the parts to make it up to S1 class are up to me. So brakes, definitely. We'll go for all of the handling parts. Now, roll cage, I'm not sure whether I'm going to want a roll cage in this or not. We will go and stick the weight reduction on, see what we can get it down to. We get it down to just under £2,400, so it's pretty light, as you would perhaps expect from it. Now, are we going to want a roll cage? It is only £84. I think it might be worth it. I think I'm going to want the handling. Yeah, we're going to go for it. Okay. £2,400 is still very, very lightweight. Now, tyres. I'm hoping for some nice big tyres on the Lancia. And we don't have it. Bugger. 235s are not very big at all. I think we could be in a lot of trouble, actually. 235s are... I don't think we're going to have that much. I mean, I was struggling a little bit with, what was it, 275s on the Volvo. The Volvo was sliding around. Admittedly, the Volvo is bigger and heavier than the Lancia. We could be in some trouble. What was it, 245s I think we had on the Audi S1? And that was quite slidey as well. We might have, okay, every handling bit, just all of the handling bits on this car, if we're going to stand a hope in hell. Dear God, look at the wing. Look at the size of that. That is a mighty wing. It's a double wing on for the Delta there. Yeah, crap. I think we actually might be struggling a little bit. I'm not going to change the engine. I'm just curious to see what engines we could put in it. 1.6 turbo rally, or we could get the Ferrari V8. It's not going to keep it in S1, but the Ferrari V8 can go in it. We're in perhaps some trouble with the handling. I really do think we're going to be struggling. Also, are we going to have enough parts to make it to the top of S1 class? That's just a small little concern now. I mean, I'm hoping. I was kind of expecting that it would with the standard engine, but maybe we won't. I'm just sort of just chucking on all the parts now because I'm not actually sure there's going to be... come on, car. Come on, we can get to the top of S1 class. Surely we must be able to. I think it's going to do it. It's going to be most of the engine part if we can, just register that I'm buying these parts game. Yeah, it's going to be most of the parts. I think we will get there. We're not going to be the most powerful car that we have seen. It looks like we're going to be under the 500 horsepower mark. Torque is okay. It's going to be sort of, the power to weight ratio is going to be okay. It's relatively light with relatively good power and so on. My real concern here is tyres. I just don't think we're going to really have the grip in this particular car. Right, we're going to want Driveline. Oh, Driveline took a lot of weight out of it, and that's always helpful. We are going to want the differential, and we can probably get a clutch on, maybe, hopefully. Crap. We can get a clutch on. No, we can't get even the basic one. Crap. Come on, flywheel. It's down to you. We can get the second tier flywheel on. Okay, that will work for me. So, right, 485 horsepower, 450 torque. Power to weight ratio is decent enough on this car. Certainly, I mean, it's got more power than the Volvo had I think the Volvo was like 470-ish. Admittedly, not quite as much torque, but it is 400 pounds lighter. The problem is the tyres. The tyres are tiny on this car. It's actually some of the smallest tyres we've seen on a rally car build. I think the likes of the Fairlady and the Renault Alpine, they had 225s, and they really struggled. They really struggled. The Ferrari 500 also had tiny tyres. That struggled with understeer. We've got equal tyres front and rear. I think we could have massive oversteer problems. However, there is only one way to find out, and that is to take the car around the Forest Brawl circuit, where I will have 5 laps to go as quickly as possible. Our current leader is the R34 Nissan Skyline with a 57.6, and I'm pretty sure the Lancia isn't going to be getting up there. I'll be honest, my target for the Lancia is the Audi S1 at a 1 minute 0.0. If we can get this under the 1 minute mark, I think the Lancia will be doing really well. Because I was expecting bigger tyres on this car, I will be honest. Yeah, if we have good grip, then the Lancia could be pretty quick, I have no doubt. I really don't think we're going to be able to carry very much corner speed with this car, because I suspect the back end is going to want to be coming around like that. Now, okay, it is a little bit better than I was perhaps expecting from the Delta. It's kind of a bit twitchy in many respects. There we go. Which go out very wide out of the exit of that corner. Now, how much speed can we get? See, at 92 miles an hour, I'm trying to chuck the car in, and the back end is just wanting to. The back end isn't just wanting to. The back end is deciding it wants to be stepping out on me. Second to last corner is pretty quick though. That's got decent enough grip through there. I'm quite surprised. Whoa! Final corner. That's a very sideways moment for the Lancia there. Yeah, I didn't expect it to hold that much speed through the second to last corner. I really thought the Lancia was going to have more issues there. How do we do straight line speed? I imagine we're not too bad in this car. It is it's about 136. Yeah, that's respectable for straight line speed. Certainly, it doesn't quite have the immense power or the immense torque of some of the vehicles that have gone. Again, we're going up towards the barrier, and I've taken a slightly wonky line. I don't trust this car at all. I have absolutely no trust in this Lancia down that first section. There isn't the grip, much as I kind of expected, much like the Audi S1. Ooh, he's just constantly wanting to slide. The one corner, much like with the Volvo, the one corner where we can be relatively calm through is his second to last one, but I got it a bit wrong this time out, and then we're in all sorts of trouble. Yeah, if you get that second to last corner right, then it's fine through there. If you get it wrong, you just don't have the grip to get away with it like you could with the likes of the Daytona and so on. Across the big jump, though, we do fly very nicely. This lap is not going to be particularly impressive. A 1 minute 1.3 from the Delta. Oh, get it stopped for turn 1, and then just slide all the way out of turn 1. You have to have a massive lift down here, and even with a big lift, the car is off towards the barrier. You just can't carry the speed. We are carrying half decent speed through there. That's actually not bad, keeping about 86 miles an hour, but we've twisted massively on the landing. Ooh, and had a very nearly had a roll with the Delta. That's not too it's not too good to somehow. I don't know how on earth we got away with that and not rolling over. Yeah, the problem is I can be quite quick through the corner before the jump, but that tends to mean if you are quick through there, when this car just doesn't have the grip, you end up a little bit wide, and if you're out a little bit wide across that jump, then you end up on your side or on your roof. On the landing in that final corner, it is just wanting to slide all the way out of it. Okay, we've got a couple more laps. It's going to be pushing it to get it under the 1 minute. I think we perhaps can do it. This car has a little bit more grip than I feared it would have, but it's still not a huge amount. It's 138 in a straight line. That's pretty respectable from the Delta, certainly. Right, we're going to have a big lift on the way down. Just trying to carry some speed, and you can't catch the back end in time, or if you do, you're ending up going towards the wall. This is where we've got to really make sure we don't have the car too far to the left. If we have it in the middle of the jump, then we will be okay. I think I see my wing mirror, or There's certainly part of Lancia on the landing of that jump. We are neater this time round. It's still, though, just fight the oversteer, basically, around the course. So that was very, very fast through the second to last corner, mind. That was really very quick. About 111 it maintained through there. Okay, wasn't quite expecting that much speed through that corner, but we have got it right, and this is actually going to be a remarkably quick lap. If we can keep it all together across the jump, which we do, it is a 59.0 from the Delta. That's very impressive from this car as we slide it through turn 1 for the 5th time. Right, let's not go out towards the wall down here. Don't go visit the scenery. We are okay through there. And now we've got to make sure we get a good exit. Get a good exit off here. Don't be too wide. Don't be too wide. That's fine. Keep in the middle of the jump and we will be alright. There's definitely a bit of Lancia down there. I've had to bang it down again. I tried to take the speed. We just couldn't get away with it. The back end wanting to step out again. We run up towards this second to last corner. Right, keep the speed up. Keep the speed up. That was ridiculously fast through there. It was too fast, in fact, as we brushed the wall on the exit of the corner. This has got immense grip through that second to last corner. Admittedly, you know, I tried to nail it flat out and it almost got away with it, which I'm very surprised by. I don't know if we are going any quicker this time round. It is not faster. 59.0 though for the Delta. It goes into 6th place, and I was not expecting that after I'd finished building the car. It is fractions behind the Daytona. It beats the F40 and the Lamborghini Countach. It could well be a wing mirror or my entire rear wing that's off off of that first jump. Yeah, I am very surprised that it is that quick. It has a lack of grip from the car, certainly, but it manages with it very, very well. Certainly the best I have seen from, well, just about anything, considering its tyres. The Fairlady Z, the Renault Alpine, they all really, really struggled with grip on small tyres. The Ferrari 500 had terrible, terrible understeer. The Audi S1, with larger tyres than this, I really struggled with grip from the car. But the Delta was really, really rather good. Yes, it was a bit slidey. Yes, it does take a little bit of getting used to in some respects with this car. But after the first couple of laps, if you can keep the back end in check, it is actually a really, really rather fast car. 59.0 is a very, very good time for a car around here, especially with such tiny tyres. So yeah, the Lancia goes up into 6th place, which I'm very glad to see. I love the Delta, so I'm glad to see that this car is really rather quick, even if we did very nearly end up putting it on its roof at one point. But never mind. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.